Jesus can fight your battles at a whole nother level when it comes to temptation. When you link arms with other people here in a church family, like part of what we are is we are battle buddies. We weren't meant to fight this on our own. We were meant to link up together and together to receive the power of God that we can't have on our own. Anybody play paintball before? Nobody? Can I describe what paintball is like? All right. So when I was in high school, I played paintball with a whole bunch of youth group kids, and we went out into this like middle of nowhere field, like big paintball field, and I was scared stiff because I'd never done it before, but there were like 50 of us, and they split us up into two different teams, one that was like stationed in this castle, no joke, it was like really cool. There was this big old castle, and their job was to defend the castle. And our job, my team, was to go take the castle. So we're sitting at like the edge of the field looking over at the castle like, this is legit, you know, like, and then when you're playing in the summertime too, you get all jacked up, like there's like fog in your glasses that you use, and so like you can barely see it, so you're like, you can't even see anything, and you're just like, this is unbelievable. Adrenaline starting to rise a little bit, and the guy, like in the middle of the adrenaline, I started getting really vulnerable. Okay? I didn't even know if I was susceptible to all sorts of lies. But the guy that was leading us was like, okay, team that's going to go take the castle, like I'm going to say 3, 2, 1, and when I get down to 1, I want you guys to go take the castle. And he's like, you ready? And I'm like, yeah, you know, and everyone's like, yeah. And it's like, all right, here we go. 3, 2, 1. And I just start taking off, man. I run towards this castle, I'm like, ah! You know, like something straight out of Braveheart, not knowing that nobody on my team was running with me. I'm all alone headed to this castle, like full tilt, and I'm telling you, when you got like 25 people that is, like their one goal is to take out the enemy, and they got one person rushing right up the middle, like everyone's target is right on me. Within 30 seconds, I got lit up. Like head to toe, paint everywhere, man. Like, I mean, my skin was bleeding. I had so many paintballs at me. It was crazy. I was out in 30 seconds and like just got to sit on the sideline like, what just happened? Like, you know, like it was a nightmare. Can I tell you this? I tell you this to say this. Far too many of you are like that. You've been running into the battlefield all alone. And the enemy's targets are all on you. Because there's nobody else around you. And I just want to invite you today, let today be the last day. You've got brothers and sisters in this room right now, and a power from God that wants to show up when we link arms together. And he can fight our battles better together than we can alone. Last image I'll leave you with is this. The Romans had a way to fight together that was unparalleled in their day. They called it the tortoise. Every one of them had shields. And alone, they were vulnerable. But together, they linked those shields up together, and on the sides were completely surrounded, and on the tops were completely surrounded by all these shields. And they would just like inch by inch by inch get closer to the enemy. It didn't matter what the enemy was throwing at them. It was bouncing off left and right because they were strong together. In fact, it said that a horse could jump on top of that thing and it could still hold. That's how powerful it was. Guys, it's time to stop holding down the fort by yourself. Don't leave today without a commitment to join other people in the church, to get to know them, to build those relationships, and together to pray, God, lead us not into temptation. We're in a fight for our souls and our minds on a daily basis. We cannot do this on our own, but we can, by the power of God, defeat the enemy who is out after us. And we know this beyond a shadow of a doubt. We believe it with all our heart. In John 16:33, in this world you will have trouble, but take heart. Jesus has overcome the world.